Today we're going to talk about comparing and ordering numbers. When you compare numbers, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find out which number is greater than the other number, which one's bigger, which one is smaller. Now to do that, we use three symbols when we compare numbers. We use these symbols that you see here, and I'm sure you're familiar with those. The greater than symbol, the less than symbol, and of course the equal sign if the numbers have the same value. Now, oftentimes kids get confused as to which symbol here they should use. They can't remember which one's greater than or which one's less than. And I'm sure you've heard the story about looking at it like an alligator's mouth. Okay, and if you keep in mind that the alligator always wants to eat the bigger thing, that mouth's going to open to the larger number. Okay, so if you can just do that, you can always put in the symbol so that you'll know which way it'll face. For example, here, if I'm going to compare the numbers 6 and 9, and I want to see which is greater, again, keep that alligator story in your head. The alligator's going to want to eat the bigger number. In this case, it's the 9, so the mouth's going to open to the 9. So we're going to put it in here like this. And we would read that from left to right. 6 is less than 9. Okay? Two rules when you want to compare numbers. Two steps that you should follow. The first is right here. You want to count the digits in each number. A number with more digits is going to be bigger than a number with fewer digits. A 4-digit number goes to the thousands period. Okay? A 3-digit number stays in the ones period. It goes to the hundreds place, but all that is in the ones period. So thousands would be more than a number in the hundreds. So count your digits first. More digits, bigger number. Okay? The other thing you do, if you count the digits and they're both the same, if each number has 3 digits or each number has 4 digits, then you want to do this. You want to start in the place of the greatest value. What do I mean? If you have a 3-digit number, the place with the greatest value is the hundreds place. You want to start at the hundreds and compare there and work your way back to the ones. If you had a 5-digit number, the greatest place would be, can you think of it, a 5-digit number? What would that biggest place be? The 10,000s place. You'd start there and work your way back to the ones place when you compare. Okay? Let's take a look at a couple of examples, and I'm going to give you some to try on your own. Let's look at letter A here. I have the number 3,246 and the number 3,197. The first step, count my digits. 4-digit number here, 4-digit number there, no difference. So now I've got to go to the place of the greatest value. In this case, it's the thousands place. In the thousands place, I have a 3 and a 3. Any difference there? No. If there's no difference, we move to the next place of greatest value, moving to the right, which would be the hundreds place. I have a 2 and a 1. Any difference there? Of course there is. 2 is bigger than 1. If it's bigger, mouth's going to open to that bigger number. We're going to put that symbol, the greater than symbol in there. 3,246 is greater than 3,197. Let's take a look at letter B. Letter B has 1,111, and we're comparing that to 999. Our first step, count the digits. 4-digit number here, 3-digit number there, which is bigger. Automatically, the 4-digit number is larger. So again, the mouth will open to that larger number. Okay? Get the idea? Follow those two steps. Count the digits, and then start at the place of greatest value. Hit the pause button and try C and D right now at your seat. Go ahead. I'll wait. Okay. Hopefully you gave it a shot, and hopefully you did it correctly. Let's see. First one, in letter C, 5,146 compared to 5,151. Both of them, if I count my digits, have 4 digits, so I've got to start at the place of greatest value. A 5 and a 5 in the thousands place, so I'm going to move to the hundreds place. A 1 and a 1. No difference there. What are we going to do now? Right, we're going to move to the tens place. A 4 and a 5, they're different. Which is larger? The 5. So the mouth will open to the bigger number. And 4,146 is less than 5,151. Did you get it? I know you did. Let's take a look at letter D. 5-digit numbers now, okay? Can you read it? 82, remember we say 1,000 at the comma, 82,312, 82,317. Okay? We're going to start in the place of greatest value, the 10,000s place. 8, 8. They're the same. Go to the thousands place. 2, 2. They're the same. Go to the hundreds place. 3, 3. Go to the tens place. 1, 1. Ay caramba! Go to the ones place. 2 and 7. Now there's a difference, and which one is bigger? The 7. Mouth's going to open to the larger number. And 82,312 is going to be less than 82,317. Get the idea? Now let's talk about ordering numbers. Ordering numbers is when you're comparing more than 2. You may have 3 numbers, you may have 4 numbers, you may have 5 numbers. You have to put them in order. The first thing you need to pay attention to when you're putting numbers in order is which order you should put them in. Do your instructions say least to greatest? In other words, start with the smallest number first and build to the largest number? Or are you going from greatest to least, where you're starting with the biggest number and working your way to the smallest number? Pay attention to your directions. It's always an important thing to do. You're still going to follow these 2 steps. Count the digits, and then start at the place of the largest value, of the greatest value, and work your way down to the ones place. Let's take a look at some examples here. Here I have 3 numbers. I want to put them in order from least to greatest. So I want to find the smallest number first, the least number. 436, 513, 471. They're all 3-digit numbers. So I've got to start then with the place of greatest value, which is the hundreds place. I have a 4, a 5, and a 4. Well, these 2 are the same, but they're both smaller than this. So I know that this number that starts with 500 is going to be the greatest number. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write it out here because I know it's the largest number. Now I've got to look at these 2 and decide which one of these 2 is smaller. I have a 4 and a 4. I can't tell any difference. So for those 2 numbers only, I'm going to go to the tens place. 3 and 7. Well, now I can see that the 3 is smaller than the 7. So I'm going to put the 3 first. Remember, I wanted to do least to greatest. And the 7 second. And now these 3 numbers, 436, 471, 513, are in order from least to greatest. Let's look at letter F. Again, I have 3 numbers. These are all 4-digit numbers. So we're going to, again, start with the place of greatest value. And in this case, that's the thousands place. Look at all 3 numbers, and I have a 2, a 2, and a 2. There's no difference. I've got to go to the hundreds place for all 3 numbers. A 6, and a 6. Again, there's no difference. So if I'm trying to find least to greatest, I've got no difference so far. I've got to go to the tens place. Pardon me. A 5, and a 4. Well, now there's a difference. I have a 4 and 2 5s. 4 is smaller than 5s. This number is going to be my first one in the list if I'm going least to greatest. So I'm going to put 2,648 first. And now I've got to finish comparing with these 2 numbers. They both had a 2, a 6, and a 5. So I'm going to go to the ones place where I have a 3 and a 0. And now with a 3 and a 0, which is smaller? The 0. So I'm going to put 2,650. And then finally, 2,653. Now my numbers, 2,648, 2,650, 2,653 are in order from least to greatest. Now, take a look at letter G. Go ahead and pause the video and give that one a shot. Put it in order from least to greatest. Go ahead. I'll wait. Did you get it? Did you give it a try? Let's take a look and see how you did. First of all, I hope you counted the digits and saw that each one is a 3-digit number. Next, I hope you started in the place of greatest value. In this case, it's the hundreds place. We have a 9, a 7, and a 9. You have a 7 and 2 9s, which is smaller, 7 or 9. 7 is, so this number is coming first, 791. And now you have 2 900 numbers, so we're going to have to go to the tens place on those and see if there's any difference there. You have a 1 and a 7. 1 and a 7, they're different. 1 is smaller than 7, so 917 will come next, and 971 is the greatest number in those three. Did you have it in the correct order? I know you did. So right now I want you to go ahead and click on the link. It'll give you some more problems for you to try, both comparing and ordering. Remember that when you're comparing, count your digits in each number, and then start in the place of greatest value. When you're ordering, pay attention. Are you going least to greatest or greatest to least? Click on the link, give it some practice, or your teacher may give you some other work to do right now on these same kinds of problems. As always, pay attention, work hard, and I'll see you next time.